Hello, it's Nikki. So I'm going to do an exercise with you where I'm going to ask you some questions and I want you to answer them out loud and see what happens to your body, to your voice, to your internal feelings, and see if there's any resistance and see where there's space. Here we go. How much do you charge? How can I work with you? What is your hourly rate? If I was going to book you for a day, how much would this cost me? Do you do discounts? What is the most cost-effective way I can work with you? Do you have something that isn't one-to-one, but I can get everything that I need from it? And if so, how much is that? Do I get your services cheaper if we do it on Zoom rather than face-to-face? If we do meet in face-to-face, who pays for the coffee? Who pays for the lunch? What if I don't like your services? Do you offer refunds? Do you offer a group discount? Can I purchase in 2 payments? All the questions. And you're probably like, oh gosh, oh no, don't make me talk about pricing anymore. Okay, why am I talking about this? Because it's really safe and it's really easy to put prices on your website and send people emails and be in that comfort zone. But what I want you to encourage yourself to do is to get really familiar with saying these prices out loud, because we can stick any old price on our website, but what you have to be able to do is not just put it on a website, you need to be able to sell it as well. You need to be able to sell it convincingly, because the thing is, people will ask you what your prices are and they want to know the answer. So they want to be able to gauge what the next steps are. I see this so often where I myself have wanted to purchase something. And sometimes when I ask the price, like I'm ready to pay, I want to do the thing, how much is it going to cost me? Or sometimes I'm not ready to do the thing, but I'm doing my due diligence in advance. So this might be a goal that I'm working on, for example, like in a month's time. And so I take the time to kind of do my pricing and my budget and think about how I can make this work. So there's always going to be lots of conversations around pricing. And if you're not confident, or if you can't convey that confidence about your pricing, it's going to, on an extreme level, send alarm bells to somebody, or it's just going to give somebody a bit of a niggle like, I don't know, is this the right fit? I'm not sure. Let me come back to them. And what we all want to do whenever we're investing in ourselves as the customer is to feel confident that we're going to get value for money and that we're going to get the result that we want and in the way that we want it. So sometimes we can feel that we're being generous, that we're being kind by saying, right, well, let me go away and let me pull up all these things and let me come back to you within a week with a big agreement and all the rest of it. Sometimes what you need to do is just give an indication about what this looks like so people can get an insight of what it could be like to work with you. But here is where the gap is often. We put stuff on a website and we let it kind of stand there and not fester, but we don't necessarily water it. We don't pay attention. So this is my mission for you today, is to start saying your prices out loud. Get your partner, your husband, your wife, your kids, your parents, your friend, your sibling, somebody to ask you these questions, and keep asking. How much do you charge? All the questions that I gave you at the beginning of this video, because there will be indications in your answer of where there's work to be done. And this happens a lot with my clients of going, gosh, I feel a bit uncomfortable about this. I don't know. And maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Wherever you have those blocks or that discomfort, listen to it. Don't make it wrong. Don't make it reveal to itself that you should never have started your own business and this was a nightmare and la 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 la. Remember, it's trying to tell you something. So if I ever get a headache, it's usually an indication that I need to check in. What's going on for me today? Have I had enough water? Have I eaten properly? Have I slept? Am I rested? Am I stressed? Like, where am I up to? So by getting used to saying these things out loud, like how much you charge, it will give you that indication of where the work is that you need to do. And this might not be an overnight success. It may mean that you need to decrease your prices slightly, because if it feels too much of a stretch to say it out loud, don't worry, just listen to all those clues as well. So I hope that's been useful. If you are interested in looking at your pricing and thinking about what you need to do with it, I have a few options for you. The first is a £20 training, which is all about designing your pricing menu and creating a product ladder, essentially, of different options for different people, with different sort of solutions, that kind of situation. The second thing is you can book a free 15-minute session with me. I do strategy days, strategy sessions on this, and you might want to join Jam and Plan or something like that. But send me, complete the application form to do a free session, and I can point you in the right direction. And the third is to look at my Your Personal Brand Plan. So it's a 4-step process, it's a 4-step framework, and the second is all about how you package things up and how you work through that process so it's actually going to work for you. There's no point devising all of these packages if they're just not going to feel good. So sometimes people have gone, you should do a Facebook group. That for me doesn't suit my lifestyle, doesn't suit my circumstances or the way that I like to work right now, so it's not going to be right. So this is all about you doing the maths, doing the reflections, and really checking in with what's going to be a good fit for you. So have a look at those 3 options down below. Let me know what action you're going to take today, and make sure that you say it out loud. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.